Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. MLB The Show has action out of the AL Central. It's the Cleveland Guardians and the Detroit Tigers. Well, Singy, as we come into this one, it's all about the sweep.
Yeah, and anytime there's a chance for the Bruins to come out, the pressure is definitely on. We'll see if they can find a way to salvage at least one in this series.
First pitch coming your way next. About to get started here. And on the mound in this one, Matt Manning. How about a scouting report on him?
Well, he's been a real quality starter for his club. And coming into this one, what stands out for me is that right-handed hitters have really struggled batting below 200 on the year. It seems that they have a hard time picking up his release point and tracking the ball into the zone. So we'll see how right-handers do against him in this one.
Strike one. Bunt attempt, but that goes foul. Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Check swing, no appeal.
Oh, this guy's going to have to slow things down. There's no reason for him to even check swing on that pitch. Was never even close.
Right-hander kicks, deals. Fouls it off, still 1-2.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
And down on strikes. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
Well, even though he strikes out, he saw a lot of pitches and he battled. Plus, he gave the guys behind him an opportunity to see more from the pitcher. Not the result he wanted, but that's still a good at bat.
One gets a check swing. Appeal to third. Yes, he did. That's a swing. Lifted in the air out to left. Green settles under it. He's got it, and there's two away. Here's the Guardians lineup now.
Third baseman,
in that 5 spot, a guy that's been struggling a little bit, Kyle Manzardo.
Yeah, slumping a little bit in this series. Just 2 hits to this point, but he's certainly a guy that could still make an impact in this one. It'll be interesting to see, though, if he makes any adjustments or if the pitchers continue to have the upper hand against him.
Jose Ramirez stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. So 2 balls and no strikes.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
There's a strike. So here in the 3 spot, Chris, a hitter low average but high slug.
Well, one thing he's going to lean on are the metrics. His exit velocity has been really good. He's just had some bad luck hitting the ball right at people.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Guardians nothing, Tigers coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here with my pal Singy, and starting this. This one, Gavin Williams. What do you look for here?
Well, it hasn't been a great year so far in terms of ERA, but he's had some decent games, and there have been some flashes of greatness, if you will. We'll see today if he's able to get ahead of hitters and perhaps get some swings and misses, put himself in a position to bring that ERA down, because you know in the back of his mind, beyond the W, he wants to have a better earned run average.
And that one hammered. That's back there. And it's into the bullpen for a homer. And that gives him a lead. It's 1-0.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park. Looks like it's in the zone for such a long time, and that gives him the ability to get barrel on it and hit the ball out to any part of the park.
Parker Meadows up now for the Tigers. Hit on the ground to the right side. Steps on first for the out.
Batting third, second baseman.
And now the Tigers line up for manager A.J. Hinch. And a big factor for them in recent games, Kerry Carpenter.
Oh, Boog, he's got great power just to every section of the ballpark, man. I love watching guys like this who can give it a ride to the opposite field or go dead center. I mean, that's really hitting. When you can hit and drive the ball up the middle other way, look out. Keep an eye out on this guy when he digs in. I wouldn't be surprised to see him launch one in this game.
Got him. 2 out.
Well, that slider down and away, it's just kind of a slow death. With 2 strikes, you're looking to protect, and halfway to the plate, you know you've committed, and you know you're going to have no chance of touching it. Tell you what, sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
And that is out of play. Two down, nobody on. Just off the inside corner. Now 1-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. 2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across here in the finale of this 4-game set. And a swing and a miss, and that's that. But they're off to a good start as they pick up a run on this solo shot. It's now 1-0. And we're back. And now the right fielder, John Kenzie Noel. Manning back to work. Swing and a miss at one above the zone.
First pitch strike right there for him. He's going to have to do that consistently if he's going to give any length to his skipper.
The 0-2. Hard hit left side. Whips it across and quickly one away in the second.
Batting fifth, first baseman Kyle Manzardo.
And now the first baseman, Kyle Manzardo. Homered last night, added another hit as well. Late swing, foul to the left. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. Matthew Ross umpiring behind home plate for us in this one. He's got a reputation for having a bit of a wide strike zone, Chris.
Yeah, no doubt, Boog. He rewards pitchers when they're working the edges and sometimes a little bit beyond that. So for the hitters, just have to really be aware. Don't miss your pitch when you get it early in the count.
And now 2-2. Chris, do players ever change their approach in meaningful ways based on who's umpiring, or is it good to just be aware of tendencies so you're not that surprised?
I'd say the latter, because pitcher's got to pitch to his strengths regardless. The hitter's got to hit to his strength. So you're aware of it, but you have to just hunt for what you can handle.
As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all four guys, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great.
And he walked him. And that's how they get their first base runner of the game.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
Gabriel Arias digs in for the Guardians. Headed towards the corner. And he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball. Tying run is at first. Here at the top of the second. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike. Cut on and lifted in the air. Carpenter makes the grab. 2 down. And up next for Cleveland, Will Brennan. Line drive, base hit. Green hurries it back in. Lead runner to second with 2 gone. First and second, 2 outs. Bo Naylor, the next to hit. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. Tap foul at the plate. Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. Now a pop-up on the infield. Ibanez brings it in, and that's the 3rd out. Guardians strand a couple. They're down. Bottom half of inning number 2. Here's Riley Green. Check swing, called strike.
0-1.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
And here is Spencer Torkelson.
1 strike.
1 out, base is empty. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there are 2 outs. 2 down, base is empty. And next to hit for Detroit, Matt Vierling. 0-1. Popped up right side. Naylor settles under it. He's there. He's got it. And that is that. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well. That's off the inside corner, and it's 1-0.
You know, these Guardians definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These guys are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time.
1-2.
Got him swinging.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of his own right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
Strike one. Shortened the bunt and missed it. 0-2. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, take a look at the three-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode.
The throw to first. Guardians go down in order. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the catcher comes up to him. Dylan Dingler. Swing and a ground ball. Ramirez sends it to first. Leadoff man retired here in the third. Andy Ibanez up now for the Tigers. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Just missed. Swing and a ground ball out to short. 2 up, 2 down. And here's the Tiger leadoff man, Josh Smith. Can't glove it cleanly. Still manages a throw. The throw comes in too late, and they come away without an out. So man aboard. Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Parker Meadows. First pitch misses.
1-0.
Right through there for a strike. Smith off of first with 2 away. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
Backdoored him with a breaking ball. Just got the corner. There's nothing you can really do with that.
That just misses, and it's 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. 1 left for Detroit. They lead it 1-0. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far.
Jose Ramirez.
Foul ball there.
He's been pitching well, but going through this middle of the order second time through, we'll see what kind of adjustments are being made.
Next offering is fouled back. That hit him. And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning.
Leading off
So up next, John Kenzie Noel. He's 0 for 1. That one finds the zone. That's strike one.
And I know you want to be patient as a hitter, but you got to be ready to jump on the first thing straight. And he got one right there, but left the bat on his shoulder.
Runner, yes,
The
yes.
kick and the pitch. Runner goes. There's a ball. Throw, safe. And the tying run is now in scoring position.
Well, with that kind of elite arm he has behind the plate, man, it's a pretty big deal when you can swipe a bag against this dude. Maybe more than anything, it prevents teams from just testing him, thinking that they can even steal a base. But right here, they successfully move that runner up to scoring position. Good job.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike two. Tying run in scoring position. Top half of inning number 4. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Man at second. And that's outside. Swings and misses, struck him out. And here's the first baseman, Kyle Manzardo. Worked a walk in his first trip to the plate. Drilled to right, way back there, and that is gone. That one felt good. It's his 8th home run of the year, and they jump ahead in the 4th. It's 2-1. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
Gabriel Arias digs in for the Guardians. Flied to right his first time. And that one is lifted in the air. And there's 2 away. 2 outs, base is empty. Now a chance for Will Brennan. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Green squeezes it, and that is that. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. And this is now a 2-1 ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back here in Detroit, bottom 4, Gleyber Torres up to the plate. And that one pulled foul.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Got him. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
Now batting.
And
right
next will be the
fielder,
cleanup hitter, Kerry Carpenter.
Carpenter.
Went down on strikes his first time through. On the ground to third. Zips it across. Already 2 gone here in the home 4th.
Now batting, left fielder.
Now the left fielder, Riley Green. Struck out swinging his first time. And there's a foul ball. Green, 24 years old, and he was selected to the All-Star game last year. And strike 2.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
Right through there, got him. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Tigers are shut down there, and they trail it here 2-1. Manning back to work. And that one fouled off. Oh, 1 down. Swing and a miss.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
And that skips in the dirt. And he gets tied up right there. Throw to first. Gets him. One away on a drop third strike.
Way out in front of that inside pitch there. Just exactly the opposite kind of approach that you want with 2 strikes. You want to let the ball travel. Make sure you recognize it. Try to shorten up so that you can at least put the ball in play. Clearly fooled, but I think even more so, you question the 2-strike approach.
Here's Brian Rocchio. Hit weakly on the ground towards second. Throw on to Torkelson. Now 2 out. So the lineup flips over. Here's the Cleveland leadoff hitter. He's one of the faster guys just by pure sprint speed in the majors. Shortened a bunt and missed it. It's 0-1.
Pitch location right there. Tough to pull that with you and take it towards the first base side of the field.
Strike 2. 2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. That one misses. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for something down in the...
Now that's strike 3 and the 3rd out. So we take a break. Guardians back at the ballpark, and in this series it has been lights out on the mound as we take a check of the numbers. First pitch and he just misses.
1 ball, no strike.
Fouled off. He was late.
A little tardy on that fastball. Is going to have to get it going a little quicker. Get that front foot down.
Up the middle. Rocchio tosses to first. 1 up, 1 down. And next up for the Tigers, Matt Vierling. And that drops in for a strike.
Well, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
He swings and drives one out to deep left field. That's back there. And it's out of here. Into the home bullpen for a homer. And we are starting over. It's 2-2.
He really needed that swing. He hasn't been getting a ton of results at the plate lately, so I'm sure that one felt especially good. I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Dylan Dingler up now for the Tigers. That one's in there. Strike 1.
0-1.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
The next offering misses. And that's ball 1.
2 strike.
Just missed.
2 balls, 2 strike.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. And it gets into the corner, but it's foul. 2-2 now. Hard on the ground to first. And he handles it himself for the out. Andy Ibanez up now for the Tigers. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. 2 out, space is empty. Next pitch misses way outside. Ground ball left side. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly.
Maybe just a little lack of concentration on that throw. 2 out, you think you've got the play made. Players are starting to move off the field towards the dugout, and then everyone's got to come back. Sometimes you take that throw for granted, and that's all it takes to keep the inning going.
Smith stands in now and watches strike one. Swing and a ball line to center. And that will end the inning. But we're all tied up thanks to this solo homer. And we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. You're dialed into the show. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Johnny Brevier.
His first test will be from the left side, and that's been a struggle for him this season. They've been seeing him pretty well and doing some damage against him.
Action in the pen down there. Jason Foley getting loose for A.J. Hinch. Canely also throwing. On the ground. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. No throw, and they don't get an out on the play.
Now batting, third baseman, Jose Ramirez.
Here's Jose Ramirez. His splits between April and May there. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. With the go-ahead run at first, and we're the top half of the 6th. And it's even up.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
And now it's even up.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Kwan gets his lead at first with nobody out. And delivers outside.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boo.
Jhonkensy Noel in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Got him swinging for the strikeout. And the runner stays where he is.
Oh, that slider was way out of the zone. And for me, it just comes down to not seeing the pitch out of the hand, not tracking it into the zone, and then also being a little bit anxious, not confident in your 2-strike approach. And so when a guy's in that position, you get him to commit early, and a lot of times you get the swing and miss, as you did right there.
Now here is Jhonkensy Noel. He was late there, strike 1. Fouled off down the right side. Man at first, one away. Swings and misses, struck him out. Slider got him for strike 3. So 2 down now. And here is Kyle Manzardo. He's already homered in this game. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
No ball, 1 strike.
Swings through that.
Well, he's been aggressive right out of the box, and a smart pitcher is going to play off of that, especially when you get to 2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. Welcome back. And struggles at the plate in this series as we take a look at the numbers. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1.
Well, these Tigers, from what we've seen, I think it's fair to wonder if they've been too patient at the plate. Sometimes it's a good thing, but today they're continuing to fall behind in the count, and that's adding a ton of pressure to their offense.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
Here's Gleyber Torres. That misses. Ball one. That one hit to right. Noel. And it's caught for the out. And now here is Kerry Carpenter. 0 for 2 in this one. And that one fouled off.
A healthy cut. Tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
There goes the runner. Strike in there. Throw there. Safe. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position. See ya. Strikes him out for the second time today.
With that kind of velocity and elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Green in the box now. Takes strike one. And ball one.
1 ball, 1 strike.
With the go-ahead run standing at second here in the bottom of the 6th. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Coming home. Here comes the throw, but it's offline. He will score. 3-2, they take the lead. Spencer Torkelson digs in now. And a strike on the outside edge. Hard hit to third. Ramirez sends it to first, and they get Torkelson for the out. And that is that. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now a 3-2 ball game. Back after this on the show.
Now pitching.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Jason
68.
Foley.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Arias in the box now. Takes strike one.
Well, he's gotten ahead with 2 pitches down in the zone. He has plenty of options right here. He can go up, he can go away, he can add velocity, he can subtract.
Got him looking. And they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Will Brennan digs in for the Guardians. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Foley, a 6'4" righty. He features a sinker, a slider, a four-seamer, and he works in a changeup. Looking to get the tying run on base.
1-1.
Pitch in the dirt, and it's a ball and a strike. And there's a ball. Next offering is in for a strike.
No, don't expect too many more high fastballs. This is a good sinker ball pitcher, and sometimes they can make mistakes trying to pitch up in the zone. Look for him to stay down around the knees to be effective.
Got him. Coming out of the bullpen and throwing beatings.
Well, this is exactly what you're looking for from your bullpen arm when you roll them out there to start a new inning, hold on to a small lead. Just such a stabilizing effect. And not only get the first two hitters, but to strike them out. That gives everyone on defense a big boost of confidence.
Naylor in the box now. No balls and a strike.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first two pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Struck him out looking. And he strikes out the side in the seventh.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
Designated hitter, Matt Fearley.
The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball.
That must be incredibly frustrating for the pitcher, but this is all about creating more action and speeding up the game, and it's working.
Oh, and they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation. That's an automatic ball.
The pitcher must begin his motion before the pitch timer runs out. We're looking for a little more urgency out there.
Oh, and they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation. That's an automatic ball.
Fans, it's still only May, but summer will be here before you know it. So there's no better time than the present to make sure you'll be a part of the action this summer with a full or partial season ticket plan. Don't miss out. For information, stop by any stadium window and say hello to one of our friendly ticket agents. They'll find a plan to suit your needs. Hey fans, do you have what it takes to be an umpire? Then come and learn from some of the best at the MLB Umpire Camp, both in the classroom and on the diamond. This is your chance to learn how the big leagues do it, no matter what level you're working at now. Don't wait. It's the chance of a lifetime. Become the best umpire you can be. Visit MLBUC.com. Hey fans, don't forget to enter our Big Seat Upgrade Raffle. You and your entire party could win the chance to sit right behind home plate. You can't get closer to the action than that, courtesy of your friends at MLB The Show. Hey fans, you'll want to make plans to join us next Thursday night for our 5th annual Turn Back the Clock night. We'll have retro ballpark entertainment, $1 sodas and hot dogs, and all fans arriving in costume receive $5 off the regular ticket price. Now how can you beat that? For tickets, you send us a telegram or simply visit any ballpark ticket window. Hey fans, a reminder to stop by our auction tent here at the stadium. This month's amazing celebrity auctions include game-used merchandise, autographed prints, and even a mystery lock of hair. Ew!
Fastball for a strike. On the ground to the left, and that's just foul. That's out to center field. Sizes this one up and makes the grab. And there's one down.
Now batting.
Next to hit, Dylan Dingler has grounded out a couple of times. Right through there for a strike. And that misses. And it's 1-1. In there at the knees for a strike. Line drive. And he takes it himself for the out. 2 down, bases empty. Next to hit, Andy Ibanez. That clips the corner. 2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom of the 7th. Battling here as he fouls it away. And that's downstairs. And that is ball 1. Stays alive. Outside corner, got him looking. Down in order go the Tigers, but they're up 3-2. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Tommy Kahnle.
He's throwing the ball very well overall this season. He's been really tough to get to. You see that ERA, and that's where you love to be.
Fought off foul. And that is out of play. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Pitch misses. Now 1-2.
2 strikes.
Inside, almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. The high heat, too much on that one.
Pretty big strikeout right there to start this 8th inning. Down 1. Any leadoff base runner really makes this inning a bit more interesting. But now this offense has to switch from possibly trying to manufacture a run to needing to run into something and just try to string multiple hits together to get a run across the plate.
Drops into the glove. 2 down. Next for the Guardians is the designated hitter, Stephen Kwan. Swinging a foul straight back. Trying to hold a 1-run lead, and we're in the top of the 8th. Two outs. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Nothing doing for the guard. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. Here's the third baseman, Josh Smith. That's in there. Strike one. And that's a little bit high. Hit hard on the ground is short. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th. Now the number 2 hitter, Parker Meadows. And that's in there for strike one.
0-1.
He swings and hits a fly ball center field. That's a hit.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
Slides for the stop. The feed for one. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning.
Now pitching for the
We're back,
Tigers.
and on the mound is the closer,
Number 19.
Will Vest.
Well, you see the ERA is very solid, and that doesn't always tell you the whole story, but he's been really good so far this year.
And fouled off. Hot shot to third. Slings it across, and they get the leadoff man in the 9th. Stepping in, Jhonkensy Noel. 0 for 3 in this one. Swing and a miss, 98 on the gun.
1 strike.
Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
0-2.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And they're down to their last out. So digging in, Kyle Manzardo. He's already homered here in this one. That's outside. And that's ball one.
1-0.
And that one missing low. And that is cut on and missed. And a count 2-1.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
1-run game here in the top of the 9th. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike. The Guardians down to their final strike. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Two down, nobody on. And it remains 2-2. That one missed.
Big pitch coming right here. Last thing he wants to do is put the tying run on base, but he can't groove one either.
Three balls, 2 strikes the count. Got him, and that's the ball game. A 3-2 final. Live from Cleveland, this is Progressive Field. Baseball coming up on this Memorial Day. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers taking on the Cleveland Guardians. Biggest storyline coming into this one is how effective this team's starting rotation has been of late. They've been on an absolute tear, Chris.
Yeah, Boog, they've been lights out. It's almost like each starter's trying to outdo the last. Game after game, they're keeping opposing hitters just guessing up there at the dish. Can't wait to see if that momentum carries over to today.
First pitch coming at you right after the break. Freddie Freeman up to the dish.
Off for Los Angeles. First baseman, Freddie Freeman.
On the ground, right side, Arias. On to first, and Freeman is retired. Time to check out the Dodgers lineup. And a key factor for this club in that leadoff spot, Freddie Freeman.
And Boog, he's a fun at bat to watch. I mean, definitely a threat whenever he's got that bat in his hands. But for me, it's all about the mechanics. They're so sound. And when he gets his foot down on time and starts his swing, so much.
Dives, and he can't hang on. Flip to the pitcher is in time, and they do get the second out of the inning.
This is what it's all about on that right side of the diamond when you've got the first baseman involved and the pitcher as well. First baseman does a great job, knocks the ball down, gets away from a little bit, doesn't panic. The pitcher's exactly where he's supposed to be. Nice feed and a nice play for the out.
Two outs. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. 2 out, space is empty. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. And the batter now, number 15. There's the strike.
With Glasnow pitching today, I think about how intimidating it must be to face this guy. He's not just a tall pitcher. He's a 6'8" flamethrower, and that's not a comfortable experience for any lineup.
Shortened a bunt and missed it, and the count is 0-2. Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Glasnow, when you talk about his skill set, he stops teams from getting hits. That's the thing that he's so good at. He's just really difficult to get base hits against.
2 strikes.
Way inside, and that hit him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. Now it's Jose Ramirez, second in the American League in home runs. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone.
Batting fourth.
So next will be the 4-hole hitter for the Guardians, Kyle Manzardo. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
Well, he's got power, and he has a reputation of being a strike thrower. So to his advantage, he can expand the zone.
And the pitch. Way inside. 1 out. Runners at first and second.
He can throw that fastball slightly above the top of the strike zone to get hitters to chase. He can also break it off because when you're geared up for good velocity, it's hard to stay back. You have to make a decision really early.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. So what's the approach from an offensive perspective against a guy that doesn't give up a lot of hits?
I think you just kind of have to lean out over the plate and take your base.
And a swing and a miss. That's out number 2.
Now, Boog, it becomes pretty difficult as a teammate when a guy's struggling like this. You don't know if you want to go up and tell him to keep swinging it or if you want to give him his space, what exactly he needs. But right now, it's clearly a struggle for him, and you're just hoping that somehow, some way it'll click, and he can get out of this as quickly as possible.
Two on, 2 outs. Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. Good eye right there.
1 and 2.
He's dealing with a great 2-strike hitter right here. The strikeout is not automatic. That fastball at the bottom of the zone can be very effective. Just got to keep it on the corners.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Top of the second. Now it's the Dodger cleanup hitter, Mookie Betts. Means back to work. Swing and a foul out of play.
Betts can claim something not many players can. He's won the World Series playing in the National League and the American League.
On the ground, out to short. Rocchio tosses across to first. Leadoff man retired here in the second. Will Smith to the plate.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
Fastball for a strike. And that drops in for a strike.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
Struck him out looking. Here comes Max Muncy. That's in there. That's strike 1.
No ball.
Second inning here. No score. Out to short. A dive. Nice stop. Gathers and throws. Safe at first, and an infield single keeps the inning going.
The effort from both players involved in this play just really stands out to me. I mean, you got the diving stop at short, which was outstanding, and how can you not love the hustle flying down the line? That's just great baseball at an extremely high level.
To the right side, and it stays fair. Muncy headed for third. Lead runner gets the stop sign at third. It's a 2-out double, second and third now.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Hit in the air, left field. Quan heads after it. He's got it, and that's the 3rd out. Here in Cleveland, here's the center fielder, Will Brennan. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Glass now, an all-star a season ago. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a curve, and he works in a 2-seamer.
0-2.
Glass now, ready and deals. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. 1 up, 1 down.
Well, he made pretty quick work of him right there. You look at the sequence, everything down at the knees and below, and some guys are good low ball hitters, but right there they clearly had a plan to pound that part of the zone, and he wasn't able to put up much of a fight.
This to center field. Edmonds sprinting for this one. He's got it. 2 away.
Fielder got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Bo Naylor, the next to hit, takes ball 1.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Swing and a foul back. That's out of play. 2 down, nobody on. And that's outside. That one pushed to the left and foul. Gets a piece and stays alive.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And look out. That one gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one. So man aboard. Now it's the second baseman, Gabriel Arias.
Too much swing and miss in his at-bats recently. Almost 2 strikeouts per game over his last 10.
Now a fly ball to right center. And that's a base hit. Throw cut off to second. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning. Guardians leave 1. Back here at the ballpark, coming off a tough series offensively, and a look at those numbers. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And it's 1-0.
1 ball, no strike.
And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. Going to count 1 and 2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
2-2.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Just off the outside part of the plate.
Well, I think he's trying to get a feel for where that one missed. I mean, it could have gone either way, but he looked a little shocked for a second there.
Payoff pitch. Liner to second and picked on the hop. Handles, throws to first. So it was a long battle at the plate, but they still managed to get the out. Back to the top of the lineup. Freddie Freeman will come up to hit. That one fouled off. Top of the third, no score.
Very humble guy, and you know, on the field, off the field, and he goes about his at-bats in that way, Boogie's, you know, just trying to stay with the plan, and that plan is hit the ball to left center field, drive the ball that way, and let it travel.
Yep. Rip towards third. Freeman is out. There's 2 away. Miguel Rojas at the plate. Grounded out his first time. Foul ball. 2 outs. And it's fouled away. That one down the line, and it goes just foul. 2 down, nobody on. Got him looking, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing doing. Back here in Cleveland, and now the DH, number 15. Popped up, and a foul ball.
You know, these Guardians, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These batters are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
So in now for Cleveland, Stephen Kwan. Swings through that one for strike 1.
Now, this guy is just filling up the strike zone right now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch.
1-1.
Swinging a foul straight back. 1 out, base is empty. Pitch misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. swing and a ball lined out towards center. Hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, third base.
Here's Jose Ramirez. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they are creeping into my mind right now.
Look out, almost got him upstairs.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Next offering misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Oh, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Base knock, center field. Now he'll turn for second. The throw in safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Manzardo getting ready to hit. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play.
The strategy of winning a ball game, when you can make that pitcher work a little more, expose himself by throwing pitches, that could be the key to winning perhaps later on. So good job of extending this inning, getting a knock with 2 outs to bring the number 4 hole hitter up.
Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
No balls, 2 straight.
That one ripped. Fair ball. They're waving Ramirez home. He'll score. Throws to second, but he's in there easily.
That's 2 consecutive extra base hits for this team. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
So runner at second, 2 down. Stepping up for the Guardians, David Fry, and Cleveland on top 1-0. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
0-1.
Gets him to chase after that one.
Big time jam right there. I hate it as a hitter, but standing in center field, you can't help but chuckle a little bit.
This one in the dirt. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Inning over, and it could have been worse. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. It's now a 1-0 ball game. You're watching Cleveland Guardians baseball on the Show, Ohio. Back now at Progressive Field. Stepping in the long ball threat, Shohei Ohtani.
You can never say enough about Ohtani. In 2023, he became the first player in AL/NL history to hit 40-plus home runs and record more than 10 wins in a season.
The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball.
That must be incredibly frustrating for the pitcher, but this is all about creating more action and speeding up the game, and it's working.
And that one ripped to left, and a base hit right there. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Nice job going the opposite way with it, letting the ball travel and not allowing the barrel to hook around the ball. It's so frustrating when you see a good pitch and your hands roll over. It was on the outside part of the plate, and he approached it perfectly. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Slice the other way and foul.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
And a swing and a miss. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. The batter now will be Will Smith. Struck out looking at his first at bat. And he grounds one to the right side. And foul ball. Tying run is at first. Top half of inning number 4. Shohei on the go. Safe at second with a stolen base. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Here comes that funky Muncy to the plate. Reached on an infield single his first time. That's a strike.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
Just missed. Runner at second, 2 down. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. Runner from second crosses the plate, and it's an RBI single. It's 1-1. Go ahead run on base, and here comes Tommy Edman. Swing and a ball driven out to center, back there, and that is gone. He flexes his power with that swing.